Hi, welcome to Echoes from the Satellite. I'm Karen, and today I am going to talk about a book that I had heard a lot about, and so I picked it up and read it and didn't really like it that much. Hate to do a negative review, but I wanted to talk about it. And the book was The Drowned World by J.G. Ballard. And I know a lot of you may actually like this book, so I'm not going to drag it too much. This is a book that I think the first time I really heard about it might have been from Book Pill, from that booktuber, but I think I've heard other folks talk about it since then. And so I was fairly interested in this because it's post-apocalyptic, and I had heard some good things about the writer, J.G. Ballard, who I really had not encountered at all, surprisingly, in the past. So I was excited to check it out and see if maybe this was another writer that I might want to read more from. And I may want to actually read more. This book just didn't do it for me, and I'll explain why. So The Drowned World was published originally in 1962. It was expanded from a novella of the same name that Ballard wrote in January of 1962 that was published in Science Fiction magazine. And so this takes place in a future where let me see if I can get this right. The Van Allen belt has been damaged, and we have increased solar radiation, which raises the temperature. And so that causes increased sea level. And so most of our cities are now flooded and underwater. So this specific story takes place around London, as it is thoroughly underwater. And we have a group of folks who are part of a research team. There's some military folks attached to them. I presume British military, but to be honest, I'm not really sure. And the main character is a biologist, Dr. Robert Cairns. And then there are some other characters around him who are either also researchers or part of the military team. And then there is a woman, Beatrice Dahl, who seems to be, I think, a person who has just been residing in the area. And Cairns has had a sort of on again, off again romantic relationship with Beatrice. I will say that it is well written. Ballard conjures up a very oppressive, languid state based on the idea that the temperature has risen a lot. So it's 110 degrees, 120 degrees. And living in Arizona, I have experienced 120-degree temperature. And I can say, yes, you don't want to do anything. You want to just lay around and do nothing, or you want to crawl into an air-conditioned building. And so understanding that mindset, I get it. However, I will say at least the first half or third of this book, I felt like very little was happening. Um, it really seemed repetitive. It's like I get it. These people are sort of crawling into their own brains. They're not social. They're not interacting with people, and it's very psychological. At one point, I was sort of reminded of that old Twilight Zone episode, The Midnight Sun, where Earth is kind of thrown out of orbit. Well, I won't. There's a twist ending, of course, to Twilight Zone, but supposedly the Earth is thrown out of orbit, and they're getting closer to the sun, and it's really hot, and everybody essentially, loses their mind and either kind of goes crazy or just becomes too lazy to do anything. And so there's a sort of that same oppressiveness to this book. There's some interesting segments. as they're exploring the underwater London. And then in the second half of the book, there's essentially an antagonist who appears, a pirate and his crew, and they cause a lot of trouble, as pirates will. Um, the my problem with the second half of the book is the pirates are depicted in an extremely racist way. Um, and I typically with books, I'm able to put things in their context, their historical context, but it was 1962, and I just felt like this was too a little too inexcusable for 1962 to depict Black people in the way that Ballard did. It was very, at best, cartoonish, and at worst, just extremely stereotypical and racist. So that made it a hard read for the second half of the book. So I will put that out there for those of you who have similar feelings about such things. So all things considered, yeah, just not the book for me. I mean, other folks may enjoy it and may enjoy some of the psychological delvings that Ballard does as, as the climate changes, how do human beings change? And I think that's a theme that he's exploring in this. And I would find that interesting, maybe handled a little bit differently. And like I said, the second half was a hard read for me. So anyway, yeah, didn't do it for me. Maybe other people will enjoy it. So unfortunately, not my favorite. Now moving on, because I don't want this to be totally negative. I think my next read is going to be Tomoe Gozen by Jessica Amanda Salmonson. I had this book and the other two books in this series as a youngin', enjoyed it. It's the tale of a female samurai in a fantasy version of Japan. So looking forward to rereading this, and hopefully I can pick up the other two books somewhere. So that will be coming up. And I did get the second book in the Playing at the World. If you saw my other video, I did John Peterson's Playing at the World Volume 1. Well, I got Volume 2 here, and it's even bigger. Oh my Lord. It's way bigger than Volume 1. So this will probably be sort of I have books I read in the background, and it takes me a while to read. So this will probably be my background read over the next couple of months. But really looking forward to that. And so anyway, there you have it. Wish I could give the Drowned World a higher review, but it just didn't do it for me this time around. So anyway, folks, thanks for watching. I appreciate some of the comments and notes that you've sent, and I would love to hear your experiences with the Drowned World. If you enjoyed it, please let me know why. And if you think there are other books by Ballard that maybe I would enjoy more, knowing that I do like post-apocalyptic, please make some suggestions, and I'd be thrilled to look at them. So that's it for now. I hope to see you back here again very soon. All right, take it easy. Bye.